All right, so we just talked about how to solve these graphically. So now we're going to be doing them algebraically. So without actually making these graphs and drawing them out, we're going to see if we can just do them all using some algebra and solving equations and doing different things. And so there's two different methods that are used to solve algebraically: elimination and substitution. We're going to be doing the latter one. We're going to be doing the substitution method to start with this one. Okay, so we're going to use the substitution method to solve. Now these the examples I'm going to use in here are kind of word problems, so we'll go through and identify the main things. All right, so you can buy CDs at a local shop for $15.49 each, or you can buy them from an online store for $13.99 each, but then you have to pay $6 for shipping. Okay. So it wants to know how many CDs must you buy so that you spend the exact same amount. So no matter if you bought it at the store or online, you would pay the exact same amount. Now this is $6. So if I buy like 8 CDs, it's still $6 to ship all 8. If I buy 2, it costs $6. You know, it's one of those flat rate. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to create our two equations. Well, we have our cost. So if we start with our music shop, so the cost for the music shop would be $15.49 per CD, and I'm just going to say CD is X. So the cost is equal to 15.49 times X, because that's how much it costs per CD. Now if I do the online shipping one, the cost will equal the cost of each CD and then how many CDs you bought, but then on top of that you have to add 6 to it. Okay, so it'd be $13.99 X plus 6. Okay. So there's our two. And so previously we've used graphing, in which this could be a little bit of a pain because we don't have that nice fraction where we can go up and over. So this is where using it algebraically will be nice. And what we're going to be doing is the substitution method. Now if you see both of these are C, okay, C is equal. Well, if, you know, C is equal to this and the other C is equal to that, you can say that both of these are equal to each other. And so that's what you'll do. You'll set them equal to each other. So it's 15.49x is equal to 6 plus 13.99x. And then solve for x. So move the 13.99 to the other side, gets you 1.5x equals 6. Divide by 1.5 onto both sides, and you've got x equals 4. So that means that when you buy 4 CDs from either the shop or online, it's going to be exactly the same amount of money that's spent. And then to check that, you take this C and you plug it into the x's and see if you come up with the same one. Okay. And this is the substitution method. Now this is the method that you'll probably look at and say, oh yeah, well obviously that's true, you know, that's easy. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. It's supposed to be easy. All right, so now, another word problem. So a local gym is offering 2 memberships. The first membership is 2 months at $100, and the second is 6 months at $200. The price is broken up into 2 parts. The first part is the monthly charge, and the second part is a one-time processing fee. What is the monthly charge for the gym? And then what is the processing fee? So we're saying that both of these are the same, and you can just go, okay, I'm going to go 2 months, $100, or you can go, okay, 6 months for $200. And the processing fee and the monthly charge are exactly the same for them. So what we have here is that we have $100, okay, is equal to the 2 months times the monthly fee plus the processing fee. Okay, so you're going to add that processing fee to the 2 months. And then the second one would be $200 is equal to 6 months, or 6 times M plus the processing fee, or plus F. Okay, so there's our 2 equations. See? And now what you want to do is that you want to get them equal to each other. So what you'll have to do here is that you'll have to solve for one of the variables. I'll solve for F. It's going to be easier. You want to try to do things that are easy. So you move this 2M to the other side, so you've got F is equal to 100 minus 2M. Okay. And then you could do the same thing on this one. You could subtract 6M onto both sides. And that would give you f is equal to 200 minus 6m. And now that they're both equal to f, you set them equal to each other. 100 minus 2m is equal to 200 minus 6m. And then you solve for the variable. Okay. So I'm going to move this 100 to the other side, and I'm going to move this 6 to the other side. That will get me 4m is equal to 100, which means m equals 25. So m would equal $25. Okay. So as you see here, it's just me having it all set out. So set both the equations equal to f, so they're equal to the same thing. Set them equal to each other, and then just solved it the rest of the way through. That means m, or the monthly charge, is 25. Now, how much is the processing fee? And what we'll do here is that we'll take this 25, we'll plug it in for the m, and then solve for f. Or you could plug it into one of those. And you solve for f. Okay. So I took the 25, I put it back into the original right here in this m, so I put 25 there. 2 times 25 is 50, plus f is equal to 100. Subtract by 50 on both sides, got me f is equal to 50, which means that the processing fee, or the one-time fee, was $50, and each month was 25. See? Simple. Easy. So with substitution, what you want to do is that you want to solve for one of the variables, solve one of the equations for a variable, take that, which you got it solved for, plug it into the other equation, solve it through, and then take whatever you got your answer and plug it back. Okay? And we'll do an example of this. So here, what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to take this x and I'm going to subtract it on both sides. So that got me y is equal to negative 12 minus x. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to plug it into the y of the first one because y equals that. That gets me 2x minus parenthesis negative 12 minus x is equal to 6. Distribute the negative. 2x plus 12 plus x is equal to 6. Now solve for x. Subtract 12, subtract 12, combine those, 3x is equal to negative 6, x is equal to negative 2. Now, once I have that, I take that negative 2, plug it in there, or I could plug it in there, and that would give me negative 12 minus a negative 2, which is plus, which would give me a negative 10. So y equals negative 10. So that means my answer would be negative 2, negative 10. Okay. So now this one, I'm going to move the y to the other side. We'll do this in a different color. I move the y to the other side, giving me 3x equals y. And then I'm going to take this 3x and plug it in for that y, giving me 4x plus 3 times 3x equals 26. That would be 4x plus 9x is equal to 26. 13x is equal to 26, which means x equals 2. Take that 2, plug it in there. Plug it in there. So that would be 3 times 2 is equal to y, which means y is 6. So it would be 2 comma 6. Okay. So a lot of this is just plugging in, and you've just got to make sure you keep everything organized so you know where everything is. Okay. All right. Now, what I need you to do here is that I need you to go through and solve this using substitution. So each of these solve. This one's kind of easy. I give you what y is, so you just plug this 5x into the y. Okay. So then just solve it, get your answers, and then you'll be done for those. Okay. So solve these by substitution. Okay. And the next one we'll go over elimination.